Manitoba's hog sector has a rich history and a lot to be proud of. As the world demand for pork increased, farmers, processors, and stakeholders worked together to create efficiencies that have helped Manitoba become a leader in supplying high-quality protein to a global market. Today, Manitoba finishes about 5 million pigs to full market weight annually. We also ship nearly 3 million weanlings to finishing barns in the United States. And our prized pork is enjoyed by consumers in 18 countries around the world. The growth of Manitoba's hog sector can be attributed to advancements in the areas of animal care, genetics, nutrition, herd health, and overall management. Since 1999, over $12 million has been invested in third-party independent research focused on environmental sustainability and the raising, housing, and transporting of pigs.
The thing I enjoy most about this job is just being able to work with the animals every day. I really love, especially working with the mothers and the newborns. That is probably my favorite part of the job, but just seeing them from start to finish, that we've done a good job and that we've done our best to make sure that they've had a good life is my favorite part.
In Manitoba, pigs receive nutritious feed, safe living conditions, and global-leading veterinary care. Hog farmers support ongoing research, frequent veterinary visits, and the adoption of progressive standards like the Code of Practice for the Care and Handling of Pigs.
So hog farmers in Manitoba and in Canada have 105 codes of practice that they follow. So the codes of practice for the safe handling and care of pigs is a document that's been made with the collaboration of hog producers, with veterinarians, with animal welfare representatives, and animal scientists. So the pig code has guidelines for the care and handling of hogs. So the farms that I deal with do an exceptional job of following these guidelines.
In addition, 2/3 of Manitoba hog farms registered to the National Food Safety and Animal Care Assurance programs have already transitioned to the enhanced Pig Safe and Pig Care programs, with the rest slated to join by the end of 2023.
I am proud to say we are using these programs on our farm. They demonstrate our commitment to food safety, animal care, and the well-being of our pigs. Updating our trusted standard to meet expectations and regulations ensures that we can continue to market our hogs.
Manitoba communities fortunate enough to have hog sector involvement have seen increased immigration, and newcomers play an important role in community development.
They were not just able to help me as a person, but they were able to help a lot of people. You're not just helping one person, you're helping a lot of people way back in the Philippines and those immigrants that will come in here in Canada. We're talking about opportunity of our next generation, our family, our kids.
There are few social contributions that have a more positive impact on people's lives than access to a meaningful job. The hog sector is responsible for about 14,000 direct and indirect jobs in Manitoba and is one of the few sources of new job creation in rural areas. Every job in hog production generates upwards of 5 jobs in indirect employment. This means communities like Brandon, Neepawa, Roblin, Killarney, and Notre-Dame-de-Lourdes and their surrounding areas will continue to grow, leading to investments in new homes, schools, churches, recreational facilities, and daycares.
It's pretty neat to see how bringing on a few extra people in a small town makes such a large impact, with them starting to have families and basically starting their roots in a small town, that they're going to schools, they're supporting the grocery stores, they're supporting all the local sports activities.
Manitoba hog farmers are passionate about improving the well-being of the communities in which they live and work by supporting local charities, events, and food security programs. Every year, on behalf of its farmers, Manitoba Pork donates more than 2 tons of fresh and processed pork products to food banks and humanitarian organizations.
As a producer of high quality protein, I'm really proud to give back to our community. I can't imagine what it would be like to not put food on the table for my family. So we want to help Manitobans in need.
Manitoba hog farmers have adopted new and emerging nutrient management methods, energy-efficient technologies, and best management practices that help reduce the environmental impact of pork production.
As farmers, our livelihoods are directly tied to land, water, and air. We're committed to protecting the quality of Manitoba's natural resources for today and future generations. The sound systems we have in place are ones we can be proud of.
Every kilogram of pork raised today requires about 40% less water, 33% less feed, 59% less land, and produces 35% fewer greenhouse gases than over the last 50 years, enabling consumers to eat more sustainably. Statistics Canada data indicates that 90% of the liquid manure in Manitoba is either injected or incorporated into the soil, where the plant roots can best absorb the nutrients, thereby minimizing runoff. This is the highest rate amongst Canadian provinces.
I'm proud that we've become world leaders in soil and manure management. We're helping crops grow, we're reducing greenhouse gas emissions, and using fertilizer or using manure as fertilizer is nutrient recycling at its best, and it makes farmers less reliant on synthetic fertilizers.
Hog barns in Manitoba are subject to stringent regulations that ensure our natural resources are protected for future generations. Farmers and their professional agrologist advisors work with their municipalities and provincial technical experts to ensure that the manure from all large-scale hog operations is managed safely and sustainably.
Every year they do their tests, they get their samples sent away, they get the results back, they send a copy to us. They've been here now for close to 20 years, and we are not affecting them, rivers, or anything else. We've never had that as a concern.
I am really enthusiastic about the future of agriculture in Manitoba. There's a lot of sustainability initiatives, and farmers have been stewards of the land for decades, and so combining those sustainability initiatives with their knowledge of the land will make for a great future in agriculture.
In 2022, Manitoba's hog sector contributed about $1.7 billion to the provincial economy. The last 5 years has seen nearly $250 million of private funds invested in new barns and the expansion of existing facilities. This and the value-added initiatives resulting from the hog sector's growth have created over 450 new jobs.
It's the survival of the community. Many towns our size are decreasing in population. We are increasing right now. There is no unemployment in this town, and they're one of the reasons.
Pork is the most popular meat in the world. As a powerhouse of nutrition, pork is a tasty, high-quality, and versatile protein that provides excellent value for the consumer's grocery dollar.
Consumers should have a high degree of confidence in Canadian food supply. I'm very proud to produce a safe, affordable, and nutrient-rich protein for myself, my family, and for consumers here and home and around the world.